Greetings and salutations, Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. It's Second Cup, for those of you that don't know. Hi, I am Jenni Love, Lady Jenni Love. This is 5 Point Hermetics. And normally I have Second Cup over on the Clock app. I have 2 channels there that I run, and we come on and have First Cup, and we do First Cup things. And then we come on for Second Cup, and we go to the other channel and we do Second Cup. I have a gigantic announcement today. And so we're going to do it here. It's super fun, but I'm going to make my second cup now, so hang on. Yeah, I know. I'm totally teasing it. Yeah, well, no, 100%. I'm also trying to get the light right in here because the light just doesn't want to be right. I know. Exactly. Oh, let's do it. Let's let the folks come in. Hi, Twitch, we gotta talk. We have a problem. You know, we have a problem, you and I. You and me have a problem, Twitch. We got issues. We got issues that your team and my team are duking it out. Oh, you didn't? Well, you do have to read the first. Hey, Tamala, for those of you. Tamala is in 5 Point Society, the online community, right? Isn't that you and me? Aren't you a Cincinnati fan? Sorry. You hear what's happening? That's because I have an announcement. The throat chakra is like, fuck you, Jenni Love. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, isn't it you and me? Aren't we duking it out? Go Sports. Poor Jen. I know, she just got here and she's like, fuck. Yeah. Who day? Rams fan since like 1972. We got issues. Evie Hart, I have an announcement. You were next on my list. Morning, chick. I have a big, huge announcement. She knows what it is. She's not going to be surprised. She, of course, knows. How are you? Since last we sort of heard from you, you were like my next text. I'm waiting for my coffee. I have a fancy, gigantic rogue announcement. But Erin knows. But how are you? Like, how are you since yesterday? I know this isn't the announcement, but I can't. I have to ask, and I'm waiting for my coffee. I know, me too. Brianna knows these. Well, I sat and stared at frozen screen for 30 minutes on this morning on the Clock app. Wait a minute. I just left the Clock app, Deb, first of all. So clearly not in the last 30 minutes because I was on the Clock app. So clearly you're full of the biggest shit on the planet because I was just over there since 9 a.m. I was there for an hour and a half exactly. Yeah, all right. I just want to make sure it's all good. The last night's message from you was like, I felt like I needed to come and help you. Like I felt like I should get in my car and go and help you with whatever the fuck was happening over there. Where's my spoon? I can't make an announcement. Oh, there it is. You know what I mean? So, you tried to watch me? Deb? Hey, Deb. I am not sure what's happening. Like, I was on the Clock app for an hour and a half. And you're like, I know, I tried to watch. I don't know what you're saying to me. Like, are you saying that you couldn't find me on the Clock app? Are you saying that your phone is broken? Once again, Deb drags my fucking show. to a screeching halt. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, honey. Like, I was there for an hour and a half. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, what else do I say? There I was. I don't know. Oh, he did on his way home? Oh, you'll have to fill me in. Okay. Yeah, like, I felt like I should have come and helped you. Like, I felt like we should have gotten in our car and we should have come and helped. Of course it's snark. Because Deb, listen, I love Deb, but I'm never quite sure what she's saying. Now, see, it takes us a couple of tries. I thought it was my Wi-Fi, but you're coming through here just fine. So maybe it was the clock app trying to fuck me over as usual. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So maybe because, I say which things and they hate me over there when I say which things. They hate it. They frown upon it over there. And as much as they frown upon it, I still keep saying which things over there. I don't really give a shit. They can try to do their thing over there. I don't care. I'm just going to keep saying, I'm going to be like Birch. I'm going to make 17 fucking accounts and just keep drilling myself into everybody's life over there. I don't really care. So, yeah. I'm sure that's what it was. It happens every day, Deb. Therese was trying to say something to me, and then she goes, see my comment above. And I went looking for a comment, and it wasn't there. Who knows what the word was that they wouldn't let by? I'm like, nope, it's not there. She's like, I see it. And everybody else was like, we don't see it because they censored it. Happens every day. Every day a witch says to me in my lives over there, I just said something. And I'm like, I don't see it. Clearly somebody didn't want me to. Yeah, that's what happens over there. I don't want to talk about the clock app. I have an announcement. I have a big, huge breaking fucking news announcement. Hot off the motherfucking press. Well, it's not off the presses. It's a year in the making. Really, it's a year in the making, this fucking announcement. And my brain has been on like shutdown mode because you can't say anything because it wasn't final. You don't talk about your spells. What does Janelle want? You don't talk about your spells. You don't talk about things you're trying to manifest. Here's a perfect example to my little chickens about when I talk about magic. Like, you don't talk about it until it's done, and it's a done fucking deal, and it's like happening or already happened. Hold on. And she says, oh, is it? So the rogues have been summoned and are moving to, wait for it, this New Yorker is headed to the bayou, the banks of the Mississippi Bayou. Gonna be a swamp witch. Hello. Yeah. I will be spitting distance to the Crescent City, New Orleans. Like I could spit there. You think they need another witch shop in New Orleans? Maybe the new town I'm moving to could use a little shoppy shop. You think they got a witch shop I could work at in New Orleans? Maybe I could go work there. Maybe I could just go work there. I could go to work with my little cards, and then I can go home at the end of the day with my little cards. Maybe I can just go work there in some fabulous, magical shop over there, and I don't have to be the boss, but I could just go. I know I glow when I'm there. It's so nice to be able to say it. That's really the problem. It's just, this one has been the planning and manifesting and planning and manifesting and planning and manifesting and planning and manifesting was like, right? And it was driving us crazy to not be able to say anything, like literally crazy. So the rogues are so going on the road to move. So fucking exciting. Like, beyond exciting. Beyond exciting. So I have no plans other than my office, because that's the one thing clearly I need. Like, for the past year, you guys especially, Witch Club, formerly known as Witch Club, now Five Point Society, right? Like, I do say little things, not entire things, but I say little things. And then I tell you it's not public knowledge, right? This is not a public thing, because what goes on in Witch Club stays in Witch Club, 5 Point Society, and short of my office, like I kept saying, that's packed. I've said that a couple of times. Like, I know people have caught me going, well, that's packed away. That's packed. Because the only thing I have in my office is the things I absolutely have to have, that I absolutely have to have in order to function and run the online community. Like, I do need my office to function. So I said, the first thing that happens where we're landing is I need my office. I need an office. So that's priority number one, is my office. And I build it in my head all the time. Yeah, I build it in my head. We'll be driving, and Mr. Rogue's like, what are you thinking about over there? I'm like, I'm building my she shed. I'm building my office in my head, like I'm building it. There's a little porch. Yeah, I'm running it over, and I'm like, okay, I need this in there, and I need this in there, and there needs to be air conditioning, and I'm like, oh, my candles will melt. I can't make candles if my candles will melt. They can't be 900 degrees. Like, these are the things that I do, and he's like, oh, I'm okay. I'm like, I'm painting the walls. I'm moving in the furniture. Like, I'm rearranging the furniture in my office. Like, I have it all, it's in my head. What are you doing over there? I'm painting. I'm hanging a chandelier. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's so fucking exciting. And here's how the universe answered me. I hold on. I love to tell this story. I do, because I also love to tell it for my students, because I love it when the universe calls you on the phone. Last Hex Fest, I went with a bunch of witches. We all know. We all talked about, running around. We go every year. And last year, and I wasn't great health-wise last year. I had just had my gallbladder removed, and I wasn't great. I wasn't feeling all that awesome. And you do a lot of things by yourself at Hexfest, because, not a lot of things, but like, you go to the little classes and all the workshops by yourself. Not everybody wants to take what you're taking, and you just go and do your thing. And so I was doing something by myself, right? It was one of the things that I sat in by myself. None of my posse was with me. I didn't know any of the people in the room. With the exception of some of the people that were presenting. Only when I say no, like, I know who they are. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know them. When I am in Hexfest, when I am in New Orleans, my husband, like, I'm there with the witches. He's doing his thing and I'm doing mine. And I'm sitting there in this workshop having this thought. Like, I'm imagining living in this city. And I was in this community here, like in New Orleans. And I was like, and I was just sort of thinking about it. Like, I think I could do this here. Like, I think this here feels really good. Like, when you try it on, that energy, it was feeling really good. And I was sitting there, like, I could do this. And I was just having this little, what did Therese called it? My little pink Jenni's little thought bubbles. Like, I was having like this dreamy little thought bubble, right? I'm sitting there. And my husband texts me and he says, can you call me? And I have to talk to you. Can you call me? I have to talk to you? My husband doesn't say, can I call you? You have to talk to me. Like, he doesn't say, and he texted me because he didn't want my phone to ring. It's like, what do you mean you have to talk to me? So I fucking get out, I get out of this thing when I get out of the thing, and I call him on the phone. And he lays it on me. the Mississippi deal. Where is it? It's right near New Orleans. What? Yeah, it's right near where you are. Like, the universe called me on the phone and went, okay, we could do that, while I was having the conversation. Like, I'm sitting there having this conversation with the universe, and they called me right on the phone. I was like, okay. And that is why I turned to Dragon in New Orleans and said, hey, you want to go to Tennessee? I got to go see my husband, because husband was in Tennessee at the time. Oh. You want to go to Tennessee? Can you get some time off? Or do you want me to put you on a bus and send you back to New York while I go to Tennessee? He's like, I got time. I'll go to Tennessee. So Dragon's been in on this since he's been in on the ground floor of this. So when I do have to talk to somebody about it, I do talk to him and my little posse. But solidified, cat's out of the bag. We will be leaving before the summer. Lighter isn't the word, Jess. Giddy is more the word. Like, you couldn't even talk about it. Like, it's a weird thing to constantly stop yourself from talking. You know, Charles, he said something. I might have been here. I don't remember if it was Facebook or if it was TikTok, but he said something like, well, when you're south, and I almost choked. Like, I was like, what is he talking? And I just changed the subject like he never said it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, fuck, Charles. And then I texted him. I was like, you know, it's like, this is not public yet. Like, we have not let this cat out of the bag. Today, February 1st, celebrating Imulk and new things and growing what you want. Today was the day to make that fucking announcement. And today is the day I am making that announcement. Like, it is all very calculated. All of this. It's all very calculated. It's happened exactly according to plan. So I'm so very excited to be going to Mississippi with family. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for my life and like I said, this doesn't change. I mean, I'm running 5 Point Society. I still do readings online. I still teach tarot. I still do all of this. I still have products to sell. Like, I still do all of those things. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. I just will probably be able to do it in a way bigger capacity come April, May, June. You know, I'll probably be able to do it in a way bigger capacity, you know, because I'm not half packed. Do you know what I'm saying? I've sort of been half packed. I am in transition. Like, I left a shop. I packed a shop, and the shop is somewhat still packed because I've known about this for a long time, like getting out of New York and heading somewhere else in my little RV. That's why when we were looking at property, I remember about a year ago, I was talking to you all about, like my crystal bowls. I'm always saying how they're packed. They're packed for a reason because I'm leaving, you know? So I've only taken out like the bare essentials, and I'm trying to function on that level. So that's why I can't wait to get out. Because I can't wait to expand this. I can't wait for that. So all of my supporters, I'll be leaning on all of you now for the next few months. I will be leaning on you and asking for your patience during this transition. Thank you so much. I am super happy. It's a very calculated move. I've been, like I said, I was trying to find property, right? And it was like it wasn't working. Like, we kept going driving upstate, 4 or 5 hours upstate. And we kept looking at, and I even found, kid you not, it was right before like the mass exodus in the city, right? Right before people were just like, I gotta get out of the city, and real estate market like went crazy, like literally crazy, like overnight. But I had found a piece of property that was certified New York State organic. Like, It was organic land. It was 7 acres of organic land. And it was the most reasonably priced little piece of 7 acres that you ever saw up the side of a mountain. And I'm like, this is it. This was in my brain, this was what was perfect. And it like every step we took to try to find a piece of property was met with nothing but resistance from the universe. Because the universe was going, that's not it. I know what you're trying to do. That's not it. No, that's not it. That's wrong. No, that's wrong. I'll see you later, Jen. Thank you. Yeah. So, and then the phone call, like I said, and I was like, "Ooh, that universe just called me on the phone and said, okay, we can do that. Sure, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea." And I was like, "Oh my fucking God." Very exciting. Nothing more exciting than that. So I'm going to take this show on the road. Quite literally. And I hope you all come with me. There'll be a lot of moving videos, a lot of building videos, a lot of taking you guys with us on this transition, like on this movement forward, definitely. So, and that begins with today being the day it is. And I'm planting this little seed to cultivate and grow. This is what I'm doing this year, right? This is what I'm motherfucking doing. It has been a long, like 10 months maybe that we've been, and like I said, my poor husband, not being able to sort of talk about it and not having a plan and not being able to sort of move forward drives him nuts. Like drives him to just nuts. He can't do it. Like he had to have a plan and he feels so much better that I just got a message. Nikki, thank you. We're going to get together. Don't worry. You were one of our last stressors in life. And not because, just because, telling our family was my brother, he was my worst fear of telling my brother. Cause I live here, my brother and I have been sort of Siamese twins for a long time. We are the original toxic twins. We are the original toxic twins. Fuck that Joe Perry and Steven Tyler. That's me and Mikey. And so that was hard, that was hard. But I'm like, listen, I'm going to park that RV in your fucking driveway a lot. I will make sure that I come here a lot with my little RV and I'll park it in your driveway. I'll come here for like a month in the summer. I'll be parked in the backyard like I never left. Like I never left. And my cousin just bought 30 acres, not too far from here. When I say not too far. Listen, if I'm driving from New Orleans, it's not too far from here. I'll go park my little RV on her 30 acres for a month. I'll be right here. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. It's almost like I'm a little snowbird. Oh, how sweet. I'm like a little snowbird. Oh, I love that. I love being a little snowbird. That's very exciting. Can you see it? I'm like, it's so good to have that weight off me. So there'll be a lot of this, but that's the big announcement. The rogues are headed south. Do I need a cowboy hat? Do you think I need a cowboy hat? I mean, I do like hats. Do you think it's a requirement? Is it a requirement? Somebody needs to tell me. Where's Suki? I mean, she lives south. Do I have to have, is it a requirement? Do I have to, and I gotta know, I got something else. I got a problem. There's one problem I have. One. I know, it is big. I'm really excited. I have one problem. Just one. Like, if I buy a big hat, like one of those big, like I'm a lady who does no cowboy hat. Like, oh, big brim floppy hat. Okay, listen, this is what I'm getting at. Like if I have like this wide brim floppy hat and I'm in the garden, if I have mosquito netting over me like a tent, do people frown upon that in the South? Do they frown upon, like, you know how like the beekeepers have like a little drape thing that comes down here? Do you think that they would frown upon that if I made a hat that had like mosquito netting that went down to like maybe here, so that they're not in my face, right? Deb, I will drive to see Shelly. I will be Shelly's far. Shelly said the other day she has a woman that comes from Ohio. Shelly is in upstate New York, not upstate New York. Shelly's in New York. She's a woman who comes from Ohio. I'm going to be Shelly's longest client because I'll come home to see Shelly. There's no doubt in my mind that I wouldn't come home to see Shelly. All right. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to look like an idiot. I don't mind if I look like a beekeeper. That's perfectly fine. But I'm definitely... I have good bug repellent. I do have a good bug repellent. We call it... well, we've called it a bunch of different things over the years. Where's fucking... Is Erin still here? All the different names we've called Scram. We have our bug spray. We called it Scram. Right? We called it... what was the latest name? We called it something, Bug Off. I think we called it once, Bug Off. We called it a couple of things. What else we called? We couldn't also name the deodorant either. We never settled on, Get the Fuck Out. Right, that's the other one we named it. Get the Fuck Out. And we called it GTFO. That was the last name. That was our bug spray. The last name, we called it GTFO. Listen, I'm a different breed. I will set those motherfuckers on fire. All right? I don't care. Listen, they're not going to laugh at me. I'm going to wear a fucking beekeeper suit, Tamala. Don't you worry. Don't worry. There's going to be screened in everything for me. I'm going to invent something for me. I'm going to invent something. They don't fucking scare me. I just want, listen, we're going to live in harmony, me and the bugs. Don't worry. We're going to live in harmony. Harmony. Yes, me and those fucking bugs. I have one other issue. I have one other issue for those of you that are south. I am going to be on the bayou. How big of a problem are alligators? Like, how big of a problem I am going to be able to spit to the bayou? Should my office be on stilts? Plant lots of mint, yeah. Like, snakes don't bother me. They are more, snakes don't bother, they're more afraid of you. It's the lurking of an alligator. Like, all of a sudden, there's an alligator, and you're just like, fuck, look at you. Where did you come from? I don't want that. Snakes are around, you sort of expect them, they're a thing. I think I need my office to be on stilts, right? My she shed needs to be up on stilts. Right? Don't you think? Like on a deck? Don't you think? I think. I understand it. Thank you, Patricia. Mint and gopher weed, marigolds. I know marigolds. Yeah, I know. I plant those. Like, listen, mint is everywhere for that reason. You have to have mint. Lift that bitch up. Okay, thank you. Ashley, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to walk into my new she shed and have there be like some big alligator sitting there like, hi, I'm here for the magic. I'd be like, listen, dude, you got to go. I mean, I got a gun. And I'm not afraid to use it. I'd be like, okay, it's you and me. Be like, like a fucking... Cilantro's hard to grow, though. I mean, it grows... If it's growing wild, it's just let it grow wild. Yeah, I know. I'm an herbalist, kids. I do know the deterrence of fire ants. Right, that's what I'm saying. I need to be lifted up. Of course, keep the shoddy by the door. Where the fuck else would you keep it? And then you keep one right here. What the fuck else? I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I bet it grows in this. It's not easy to grow cilantro here. It's not easy here. I bet I look forward to the day. I know. In the compound. I know. In the compound. Erin, you're not lying. Listen, there's a lot of property on this bayou. They won't even notice you. They won't even notice you. I'm telling you. We'll get you a little shed. It'll be in the woods somewhere. We'll just put it up there. I'm telling you, you would be in your element. Talk about a swamp witch. Oh my fucking God. Erin, I don't know if we would find her again. She'd be gone. Every time we got to New Orleans, that one just goes traipsing through the fucking Mississippi River. I'm like, Erin, there she goes. She's off barefoot down the fucking banks of the Mississippi. You're like, Erin, hey, Erin, you know, they have alligators in the water, Erin. We don't just go in the Mississippi. We don't just run into the Mississippi. No, come back. There she goes. Here, hold this, she says. And there she goes. Goodbye. There she goes. Yeah, bye. Yeah, you guys are coming out. Definitely. Oh, 100%. There she goes. She just goes. Yeah, my family down there will be like, did you see some girl with long hair running through the woods last night? Did you see her? Maybe Jenny brought a ghost with her. I did. I know you would make friends with the gators. That's sort of what scares me. Like, see, that's sort of what scares me about Erin. Erin would be like, look, a puppy. And I'd be like, fuck, it's not a puppy, Erin. Oh, look, it's a puppy. That's what she would be like. Yeah. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh, look, a puppy. I'd be like, gators won't eat you October and April. Really? Is that true? Yeah. She would be a force to be reckoned with, that Miss Erin, and that's okay because I got room. I'm making room. There will be room for the posse of witches that I'm bringing south. I'm bringing you all south. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I tried to make the compound in New York. It's not. Clearly, the universe said it's not in New York. Oh, they semi-hibernate. Oh, between October and April. So they come back out like in April. She says puppy and you say lunch. Yeah, they can't digest. Oh, good. So then I know I'm safe those months. Good to know. We go down in August. She's going to get eaten in August because that's when we go down. And she goes running to the Mississippi. I know you will be. I know. See, I think that was the problem. I kept talking about a compound and I was the problem. Like, I was the problem. It needs to be south and it was me. So I had to go, hi, I'm coming south. And then everybody else could come south. I know. I was the problem. The universe says we got to convince that New Yorker to get the fuck out of there first. If we could convince her to get out of there, we're good. The rest of them will come. Yeah, we love it for lunch. Don't get us wrong. I like it. The only problem I had in New Orleans, a couple of places that has the fried alligator also has fried calamari. And I can't eat calamari. So if you're frying something in the same grease, I tend to not eat it. But in places that didn't have calamari, it was very good. I don't know. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know if I'm near there. Wherever the fuck that is. Yeah, I just want my thing on like almost a tree house maybe. But I'm handicapped and I don't want to climb that many stairs every day. So I don't want it to be like a flight up. You know what I mean? I hated, Erin knows, we had 3 steps to get into the fucking shop. And I hated it every day. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe a ramp or something. You know, if a ramp goes like that, I might be happier. Because I don't like climbing stairs. It's hard on my hips. I was thinking a ramp. I'd have to block the ramp off because then obviously things can go just climbing up the ramp and then get to my place. I thought about that too. But yeah, he's going to have to do something. But I don't think I want it on the ground. Plus, if you put it on the ground and it's, it's Mississippi, I can't imagine something on the ground is not going to get, beaten by the weather. If it's a little upper, then it's going to do a little better, So that's why. I'm very excited. I couldn't wait to make this announcement. Like I said, sitting in HexFest workshop, thinking about how much, I mean, Erin and I went, the first year we went to HexFest was 2018, right? And the minute we got off the fucking plane, I was like, oh, hello, lover, right? Erin and I were like, I can't tell you. I can't explain it. From the moment we got down there. And the next year, same. We got down there, it was just like, you just felt like a big warm hug when you got down. I just love it down there. So then again, now third year I'm down there and I'm sitting there just imagining that little bubble of me living there. And my fucking husband calls me on the phone to tell me we have an opportunity to move 45 minutes away? Huh? What? What did you just say? The universe called me on the phone. Okay, we could do that. You want to move to You want to move to New Orleans? We got you. It's a brilliant idea. Have at it, sister. Oh, it feels so good to be able to say it out loud. I cannot wait. I said, super exciting. Like, it's been a thorn in my side now since the plans solidified, to not be able to talk about it. So I'm very excited to be able to talk about it. And like I said, 5 Point Hermetics stays 5 Point Hermetics. My classes stay my classes. My readings stay my readings. 5 Point Society, online community. If you would like to join, this is what I'm running right now. And the expansion will be in June. So I can't be happier about the state of things right now. Yeah. It's good. When the universe gives you energy to move you forward, you better jump on the rails. Just jump on the rails. You know? So the energy is moving. I jumped on the train. It's moving. I jumped on. You got to jump on, you got to go with it. So that's what I'm doing. Big. It's why I rebranded. It's, you know, it came in dribs and drabs. There was a reason it came in dribs and drabs, because I couldn't just, like, you know, arbitrarily just wipe it all out. I had to make it a little bit more palatable. So it's all very calculated, that 5 Point Hermetics, 5 Point Society, and thanks, Elizabeth. I am too. I'm super excited. And that's the reason for all that. Yeah, that's the reason for all that rebranding, you know, because it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Rogue Witch. So I will see you here shortly with your awesome energy. I know I can't tell you how happy I am. So, yeah, I never in a million years thought I'd leave New York ever. Like, I never thought I'd leave New York ever. I'm shocked and amazed that I'm doing that. So I'm just going to do it. Who knows? 2 years from now, I could be making a whole nother announcement telling you I'm moving across the world. So that could be next, right? Like, that could be next. And I will accept that transition with open arms too. So thank you, my chickens. The rogues are literally moving to Mississippi. I know, it's so funny. And I will see you all. What's today? Tomorrow. TikTok, the Clock app, we go live. The 5 Point Society and the family, we go live, you know, almost every day. I mean, it's a rare event that I don't go live over there. It's a very rare event. In the mornings for coffee, and come and hang out with us. We talk witchcraft, we talk cards, we talk all the things. I am going to go back over there on Lady Jenni Love at the moment, just because I you know, the shadow ban of it all over there. It's palatable, so I got to go over there and wreak some havoc. Thanks for all the good juju that's now coming at me for the move. So I'm very excited. Readings still stay in place. You still have my online readings. Go on my website. You book your reading, your time, your convenience on my website. Signing up for 5 Point Society is also on the website. We have one class coming up, like a satellite class that anybody, it's like a standalone class for the public. Hey, Christina, Christina, I gotta ask you a question, privately though. So I sent you an email about the 5 Point Society. I sent it. I don't see if you got it. That's what I mean by privately. Did you get it? Go look. I don't remember you coming in, so that's why I'm waiting. You signed up, and I sent you an email, and I didn't see you. I sent you 2 emails, as a matter of fact. So go look about 5 Point Society, about this private community. But we have a standalone class. So you want to make a honey jar. It's a very popular class of mine. I've taught it 1,000,000 times. It's been on my agenda for like a decade. I use it personally in my practice. I've been taught it 6 different ways by 6 different people, and they all did it the same way. So I do this. We have this class coming. It's February 13th, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So I will send you a list of what you need. You don't actually need anything. You could just watch the class. It's a technique I'm teaching. And if you want to add a little sweetness to a person or a situation or something, add sweetness. Honey jar is for you. So we have a standalone class. But I look forward to seeing you all. And I certainly look forward to sharing our huge move with you across the fucking country. All right. Thanks. Peace.